Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Study English with Seema. I'm Seema. I hope you all are good.
Today we will discuss question answers of poem 5 A Legend of the Northland written by Phoebe Cary. Question 1 Which country does this legend belong to? Answer This legend belongs to Northland. Question 2 What did Saint Peter ask the old lady for? What was the lady's reaction? This is important question. Answer Saint Peter was feeling very hungry. He saw the lady making cakes. He asked her for one. The lady made a small cake. She watched it as it lay baking on the fire. She thought it was too large to give away. Then she made a still smaller one, but she thought it was as big as the first one. Now she made another. It was as thin as a wafer. She thought it was also too big to give away. She put away all her cakes on the shelf. She didn't give the saint any. Question 3 How did Saint Peter punish the selfish woman? This is important question. Answer Saint Peter cursed the woman. He said that she was too selfish to live in a human form. He changed her into a woodpecker. Now she has to keep boring the trees for her little food. Now next question number 4. How does the woodpecker get its food? Answer The woodpecker gets its food by boring the hard wood of trees. Question 5. Do you think that the old lady would have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was? What would she have done then? Answer The lady would have behaved differently. She was very selfish. She would have tried to please the saint. She would have hoped to get from him a big reward as a blessing. With this hope, she would have given the saint all her cakes. Question 6. Is this a true story? Which part of this poem do you feel is the most important? Answer It is not a true story. It is only a legend. The most important part of the poem is its moral. The saint punishes the old woman for her selfishness. She is changed into a woodpecker. Now she has to keep boring the trees for her little food. Question 7. What is legend? Why is this poem called a legend? Answer A legend is a story from the past that may or may not be true. This poem also tells a legend. We have no proof that the story is true. It has come down from the past. It has been told from generation to generation. Question 8. Write the story of A Legend of the Northland in about 10 lines. Answer One day, Saint Peter reached the door of a cottage. He had eaten nothing all day. He was feeling very hungry. He saw a woman making cakes. He asked the woman for one. The woman made a small cake for the saint, but she thought it was too large to give away. She made a smaller one, but it seemed to her as big as the first one. Now she made another. It was as thin as a wafer. But she did not give the saint this one also. She put all the cakes on her shelf. At this, the saint was very angry. He said that the woman was too selfish to live in a human form. He said that she would live like a bird. She would get her food by boring the hard wood of trees. At once the woman went up through the chimney of her cottage. She came out at the top. Now she was not a woman. She had changed into a woodpecker. Now she lives in the woods. She keeps boring the trees all day for her food.
That's all for today. For more videos, please like, share, comment and subscribe the channel. Keep watching. Till then, bye. Take care.